What's up, it's Jim from Delta 9 Tasmanian Hybrid Customs. Today I'm in my new studio. Looks pretty cool, right? I'm going to talk about the two decks behind my head. First being the Native Advent Refined, second being the Native Advent 2. Been wanting to do that for a while. The reason being I like this a lot. The Refined, I've really wanted to have a look at it. I've really wanted to get one for myself and have a go, and I did, and I got the 6.25 by 23. They then, along with their Jaluka colour range option, also released that's a brown, by the way. They also released a 6.25 by 23.5, so I've sold my 6.25 by 23 to Ted, and I'm going to do a custom build for Ted, and I've got the slightly longer version for myself. So I'm going to compare that with the largest version of the Advent 2, which was a 6 by 23. Now, people keep asking me lengths, so here the Refined, what I've got is, as I said, 6.25 by 23.5. I measured it, so the width turned out as 159 millimeters or 6.26. Just, this is my measurement. I assume, different measuring tapes might come out ever so slightly different. Anyway, 6.26. Length is 594 millimeters or 23.39. That's from the front of the deck, so from the blunt plate to the back. I'm not counting the deck plugs. Not that they particularly stick out very much on this deck anyway. Right, by comparison, the Advent 2, which is, as stated, is 6 by 23. I'm looking at the Nathan Flamongo version. 6 by 23, which I measured as 152 millimeters, which is, my daughter, she locked me out of my own phone, hang on. What's 152 millimeters in inches? Which is 5.98 inches, pretty much 6, right? And it's 23 inches dead on at 584 millimeters long. Interestingly, is the weight difference between the two. So on the Advent Refined, you've got the extra 0.25 wide, extra 0.5 long. It's 1.936 kilos or 4 pounds, 4.2 ounces for those of you who speak American. The what do you call it? The version 2, 6 by 23, is 2.088 kilograms. 4 pounds, 9.8 ounces. Got a phone call. Hi Jeff. Alright, excellent, thanks so much. Bye. No, just the boss. I didn't get fired. Oh man. Another story. I have no idea where I was up to. Alright, I think I was talking about the weight of the decks, right? So, obviously, on the one hand you got your Refined, extra 0.25 wide, extra 0.5 long. It's still lighter than the 6 by 23. My maths hang on, my maths, I'll do the maths on the hanger. So, what's 2088 minus 1936? It's 152. So, the Flamongo one is 152 grams heavier than the larger refined. So there you go. One other thing that people have been asking me lately is about the dimensions of the bases of some of the decks, because I see the photos of this stuff I've got behind me and they're like, oh, you got the Sorensen or whatever. It's 6.66 on the top, how wide is it on the bottom or whatever. So as far as the bottom goes of these, we've got 156 millimeters on the refined, which is 6.14. So slightly smaller on the bottom for the refined, as far as I can tell. The Advent 2 Flamongo it's a box. It's the same as it is on the top. So yeah, if you're interested in that information, there you go. Alright, so difference-wise in terms of just qualities of them, I suppose on the one hand the refined is much lighter. Obviously if you compare the 6x23 with that 6x23, you'd probably find there's a ghost opening the door. Okay, yeah, if you compared 6x23 with 6x23, it'd be lighter again. So obviously I've got the larger version. So, you've got that. The attention to detail on the refined is just insane. Like, just where they've reduced metal in certain places. I don't know how much they've, made certain parts of the deck walls wider or narrow or whatever to get that reduction of weight, but they've done something, and you can tell the attention to detail is just a little bit special there. I think one thing that I've noticed in particular is on the blunt plate. You've got that really flat blunt plate on the refined, whereas it curves around on the Advent 2. You've also got with the crook groove, or, the groove in the sort of front of the neck bit. It sort of like goes across the whole tube on the refined, whereas it's sort of like got flat sections on the side on the Advent 2, which is interesting. The refined, it almost looks like that doesn't have it at all, but it does. It's very nicely done. Brake on the refined, it's a nylon brake, I imagine, or something like that. Little piece of aluminium or something to touch on the wheel. I'm going to run it for a little while. Like I said, I've got this deck for myself. I'm going to run it for a little while. I'm a fender person generally, and I've ridden the Omni Fender from Native for a while now, and I like it a lot, so I might end up switching back to that. That's what comes on the Advent 2. So if you're a Fender person, I like the Native Fender. I recommend that quite a lot. I am going to run that soft brake for a while just to see what different dynamic it gives to riding, because I see a lot of people use it in kind of creative ways, and when you run a Fender, obviously you sort of miss out on that whole dynamic of riding, whereas obviously if you run the brake, you miss out on the whole Fender dynamic of riding. But just something different for a while. What else are we talking? Another difference, I suppose, is a few more size options with the refined than there were with the Advent 2. So obviously kicking it up to a 6.25 wide. And you've got the 23.5 long, 23 long, 22.5 long, 22 long. Speaking of the 6x22 long Advent refined, if anyone from Atlas Co is watching this and you sent me that wrong deck and never picked it up, it's still here. I think if this channel grows kind of popular and you don't get back to me soon, because I've sent you emails and messages and stuff, I'm going to give it away to one lucky viewer, so they can thank me and thank Atlas Co for that one. So yeah, if those people want to get back to me at some point, I can. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I'm giving away your deck and you can just suck it up, because it's been ages and I'm just storing your stuff. Yeah, that's about it. So basically, yeah, like if I'm going to recommend something, obviously there's different reasons to get things. So if you're going to write it, I recommend getting the refined. It is seriously refined. I understand why they call it that. Much cooler shape. You get so many size options. If you're looking for collectability, however, perhaps this, because some of them are still available. I don't know, however, how many of the Flamongo ones are available. I got hold of that because you know, bit of a Flamongo fan, you know, Aussie guy. The other signature deck they've got in that range is the Kai Saunders, who's great, obviously, and I wouldn't mind one, but you know, I can't spend my money on everything, you know what I mean? So they are still available at Syndicate, and so, you know, I do a lot of my collecting based on availability. So if there's something like, you know, that's sort of in abundance, I worry a lot less about it than, you know, something that's a bit rarer. I don't know, the Flamongo seem to sell out quicker, I assume, because of the pink colourway. If you are going to get something for collectability, maybe get the Saunders-y Advent 2 and put that away for when they vanish, because I imagine that would be something, because, you know, he's quite the personality in the scootering world. If you were going to get a signature one of the Advent Refined, perhaps the Kevin Austin, that's where I'd go. Again, you know, I can't buy everything, but you know, a lot of things go through my hands, which is awesome. I'm enjoying this, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helped you a little bit understand the difference between the native Advent Refine and the native Advent 2. Like and subscribe the video, all that good stuff. Have a good one. I'll catch you around. This was Delta 9 Tasmanian Hybrid Customs. By the way, if you want a custom scooter and you're in Tasmania especially, hit me up. I know there's no one doing proper scooters in Tasmania, and you know, I ride by myself. I don't really meet a lot of people riding, so you know, I probably don't know you if you are in Tasmania, but if you want a fucking kick-ass scooter, I got the hookup. Hit me up on Insta at Delta9 with the 3 and the 9. You'll see it on the screen. Enjoy. Peace out.
If you're interested in all the stats I'm talking, maybe just take a screenshot of this.